I'm going to say something that might sting just a little. You're making good money, you're paying your bills, you're handling everything on your own because that's what you do. And somewhere in the back of your mind, retirement feels like this far off thing that you will figure out later. But here's what nobody is telling you. The retirement system was never built for you. It was built for 2 incomes, 2 Social Security checks, 2 people contributing to 1 household. And if you're a single woman running this race by yourself, the gap is bigger than you think, and it gets more expensive every single year you wait. But this is not a doom and gloom conversation, because once you see the gap, you can close it, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hi, I'm Theresa, and as a certified financial coach, I work with single women who are smart, capable, and handling their business. But when it comes to retirement, there's this quiet anxiety that they can't shake. And I want to validate that feeling right now because it's not in your head. The entire retirement framework in this country was designed around a 2-income household. Think about it. Married couples can max out 2 401ks, 2 IRAs. They can split living costs, 1 mortgage, 1 electric bill, 1 grocery one, while stacking 2 retirement contributions. If you're single, you're funding 1 retirement account with 1 income, covering 100% of your expenses and trying to build a future that was priced for 2. That's not a personal failure. That's math. And here's the part that really gets me. Most of the retirement advice out there doesn't even acknowledge this. It just says save 15% of your income like the rules are the same for everyone. They're not. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me put some numbers on this because I want you to see what I'm talking about. A married couple putting away $1,000 a month for 30 years at a 7% return, that grows to over $1.2 million. But a single woman putting away $500 a month, same timeline, same return, that's about $610,000. Same 30 years, half the results. Now here's why this is urgent. Compound interest is either your best friend or your worst enemy. And the only thing that determines which one is time. If you start at 25, putting away $400 a month, you could have over $1 million by 65. If you wait until 35, that same $400 a month gets you about $470,000. If you wait until 45, about $175,000. Same $400, same 7%, same 7% return. But those decades cost you $500,000. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because the gap is real and it's measured in years, not just in dollars. Now, let me say something that doesn't get talked about enough. As a single woman, you don't have the same financial runway if life throws you a curveball. If a married couple faces a job loss, there's often a second income to absorb the blow. If one person gets sick, there's a partner to step in. I'm not saying marriage is a safety net, but practically speaking, there's a second person in the equation. When you're single, it's you and only you. I watched my mother work into her 70s with no financial foundation. She didn't have the luxury of an early retirement or even a comfortable one because she was running this race alone and nobody ever told her the rules were different for her. This is why I do what I do, because you deserve to know the truth. And the truth is your emergency fund needs to be bigger. Your retirement timeline needs to start sooner. And your plan has to account for the fact that there is no second income to catch you. But here's the flip side, and don't miss this. Because you're single, you have complete control over your financial decisions. Nobody's spending your money but you. Nobody's debt but yours. That is a kind of freedom that when you use it right, becomes your biggest advantage. Can I be real with you though for a second? There's an emotional side to this that rarely makes it into the financial planning conversation. Worrying about your future alone. I mean really alone. Carries a weight that a spreadsheet can't measure. It's the late night thought. What happens to me if I can't work? What's going and who's going to take care of me? What's going to take care of me? You are not alone in feeling that. So many women are in the exact same boat. But here's what I want you to hear. That anxiety is not a sign that there is something wrong with you. It's a sign that there's something wrong with the system and you're just now waking up to it. And that awareness, that's where your power starts. I don't just want you to understand the problem. I want you to have a tool to start fixing it today. Here's the thing. Before you can build a retirement plan, you have to know what's actually happening with your money right now. Not what you think is happening, what's actually happening. And most single women I work with are shocked when they see the real numbers, not because they're bad with money, but because nobody ever taught them to track it in a way that makes sense. So I created something for you. It's my free 7-day spending reset plan. 7 days, no judgment, no complicated spreadsheets, just a simple, practical way to see exactly where your money is going and find the dollars you can redirect towards your future. The link is right below this video. Go and grab it. It takes less than 5 minutes a day, and by the end of the week, you'll have clarity you will never have had before. So now you know the gap is real. Now what? I want you to hear something. It's not about making one huge heroic effort. It's about making a dozen small, smart, and consistent choices every single day. If all you can put toward retirement right now is $50 a month, start with $50. $50 a month at 7% over 30 years is about $61,000. But $50 a month starting 5 years from now, that drops to about $40,000. The point is not the amount. The point is the start. Progress, not perfection. And here's something specific for you as a single woman. If your job offers a 401k match, you need to be getting every single dollar of that match. That's free money. If that match is up to 5%, you put in 5%. That's 100% return before the market even does anything. If you don't have a 401k, open a Roth IRA. You can start one today. But before you do, please check out my video on how to crush your debt. It takes 15 minutes, and the beauty of a Roth is that your money grows tax-free, and when you pull it out in retirement, you don't owe a dime in taxes. These are not complicated moves. They're just moves most women are not ever told to make. Now, I want to leave you with something to carry in your spirit, because I know the money conversation can feel so heavy. In Luke chapter 12, verse 24, Jesus says, "Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap. They have neither storehouse nor barn, and yet God feeds them. Oh, how much more value are you than the birds?" Let this land on your heart. If God feeds the birds who don't plant, who don't harvest, who don't have a 401k or an IRA, or an emergency fund, how much more does he care for you? You are not forgotten. Your future is not an afterthought to our God. And while he calls you to be a wise steward of what he's given you, he also promises you that you don't have to carry the weight of worry alone. Planning for your future is an act of faith, not a replacement for faith. You plan because you trust that God has a future for you. And you trust that God has a future for you because he's already proven to you that he does. You are not alone, not in your finances, not in your future, and not in your fears. Let me recap what we covered today, because I want you to walk away with complete clarity. Number one, the retirement system was built for 2 incomes. Not recognizing that gap is what keeps single women behind. Number two, time is either your best friend or your worst enemy. The cost of waiting is measured in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Number three, the emotional weight of solo finances is real, and you're not weak for feeling it. Number four, start. Just start. Start now. Even if it's $50, but not before you do. Please go back and watch my video on how to crush your debt. Remember, progress, not perfection. And number five, God sees you. He feeds the ravens. How much more does he care for you? Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I know I need to do something, but I don't know where to start, that's exactly what I do. I'm a certified financial coach, and I work one-on-one with single women just like you to build a plan that actually fits your life. Not cookie cutter advice, a real plan for your income, your goals, your future. I love to sit down with you for a financial clarity call. It's a conversation where we look at where you are right now, where you want to be, and the simplest path to get you there. The link to book that call is in the description below. No pressure, no judgment, just clarity. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. And sister, my dear friend, guess what? You got this. See you the next time.